you ready to make technology work for you? Tune in to Act on Tech, the podcast where we break down the latest tech trends and show you how to boost your productivity at home and in your business. So, subscribe to Act on Tech today and visit alexcustomtech.com to see how we can take your business to the next level. That's Act on Tech, your guide to smarter tech for a smarter business. Alex Custom Tech, IT means integrity and trust.
Hello, hi, this is Alex of Alex Custom Tech, and today's episode is going to be a little different. It's a kind of a year in review on tech, and I've been doing this podcast for a year now, so I kind of wanted to do like a summary of the year. So this is kind of how I'm going to approach this one. So the state of technology and what we've learned over the year. And if you guys were with me listening to one episode here or there or the whole episodes, I appreciate it. I really do. This was something that I think I had to do to give my business a leg up. And I enjoyed it. So let's do a year in review when it comes to tech, right? So like I said, I'm Alex of Alex Custom Tech, and today's a little bit different. So as we wrap up the new year, right? As we wrap up the year, I want to take a step back and look at the state of technology. What have we learned over the past year, and the trends that really mattered, and what was just hype, or what's coming next. So pretty much, looking back at the year, see what mattered as far as trends and what was hype and what was real. Okay, what are the takeaways? What did we learn from it? So in this, it's not really a prediction of anything that's gonna come next year, where I'm not looking to a crystal ball or anything like that. I just want to think about it clearly and see the trends and the patterns and point that out to you. Okay, so we can make better decisions going forward. So as a reflection on the year that's wrapping up right now, this year, one of the very clear things in technology is that it's no longer optional to really have it. So we don't have the option, the luxury to say, well, I'm not going to be a tech person, or I'm not going to interact with technology. That's just not an option right now. You're going to be dealing with it somewhere, somehow. Look at the homes now, how many IoT devices and how many tech is putting to things that we never really used to use tech to be a part of, right? Even washing machines and that kind of stuff. When you're replacing those old washing machines now, you're replacing it with stuff that's going on your network, that's tapping into your internet, right? So it's now fundamental. It's now a part of our life, as much as we would not want that. So we have to take it into consideration going forward. So across homes and small businesses, we saw the same theme repeat, right? Security threats become more common and more aggressive, right? Convenience offered replacement, not judgment. So it's people are gonna struggle with this new world order, if you want to use that word. But again, it's people like convenience, and that's kind of why they're adapting this stuff so quickly. Cloud service grew this year, but so I don't want to say this. So did misunderstanding about what it actually is. So we talked about that in a previous episode, what cloud really is. So the service grew. A lot of people are now on the cloud, but they don't really fully grasp it. I think AI also moved from curiosity to daily tool, literally almost overnight. So those are the things that we definitely saw in this year. Security threats become more common. Convenience because people lean into the convenience of technology. They kind of adapted more things. Cloud service grew, but people misunderstanding, and AI went from curiosity to we all need it. Technology didn't suddenly become dangerous, it became powerful, and powerful again need responsibility. All right, so security is no longer a later problem. I want to talk about that one. So security, first we're going to talk about security, right, over the last year. So security is not a later problem. Security, given the last year and what we saw and some of the breaches, I didn't want to spend the whole year talking about that, but I did touch on it a little bit, and I kind of got passionate. But ransomware, phishing, and data breach weren't. They were a problem this year, and it's not no longer edge case type of thing. They were everyday risk, right? And the biggest lesson we learned from, I think people should learn from it, or what I learned from it, is prevention always costs less than recovery. So even though it's an upfront cost from people like myself to come in your business and secure you, it costs less over time than if you get hit with one of these breaches. Businesses that invest in backups and monitoring and training, to me, is going to come out of the other end of this better off. So that's the first lesson I think we want to take away from this year. Lesson that we learned in technology. So those that didn't learn, gonna learn the hard way. Right? Prevention is gonna be better than cure in this case when it comes to security, right? So the cloud, number two, the cloud is useful, but people need to understand what it really is. We touched on this a little bit on one of my episodes. So we learned that the cloud storage is convenient, but it's not a backup. Remember, we'll talk about that, right? So synchronizing a file doesn't necessarily mean you're backing it up. It's not what it is. It's just convenience. Okay, you can work anywhere. You can pull your file out from anywhere. So synchronization, synchronization or syncing file doesn't protect against deletion, corruption, or ransomware. All right. So the winning approach, of course, is hybrid. I preach that a lot, like local storage and then cloud. We talk about that. That's how you do it, and that's how you back up your thing, how you get speed. And cloud's backups are off-site protection. That's how you look at it. It's backing up your data off-site. So redundancy matters more than brand loyalty. And I say that because don't get caught up into some ecosystem because of Google or whatever. Like build out your own infrastructure, build out your own plan that fits you, regardless of brand. You want to make sure you have a plan in place, and you can talk to your MSP guys about that. Right? Number three, hardware that still matters. So we learned about this year. We learned that hardware still matters, and here's how I'm going to point that out to you. Windows 11. Remember the whole Windows 11 kerfuffle? We couldn't upgrade from Windows 10 to Windows 11 unless you have the right hardware. So it's like they're going out and buying hardware that's willy-nilly, but you have to buy it strategically, right? This case, we needed Windows computers so we can be in compliance, so we can be in compliance, but able to use the new OS and hardware came into place. So from Windows 11, from Wi-Fi issues, aging PC, hardware requirements became clear, and that we couldn't ignore it like we could before, right? Again, there were workarounds, but that was for more tech-savvy people than the regular Joe, right? So upgrading don't necessarily mean you have to do it willy-nilly, but upgrade became a thought process this last year. But you have to still do it with intentionally. And remember, Wi-Fi 6 and Wi-Fi 7 SSD and modern routers were luxury before, but now they became stable upgrades this year. So that's one of the other takeaways. So what we cover so far, we cover security, cloud and hardware. So the next one I want to talk about that we want to touch on, that became a topic to discuss this year, was AI. And to me, AI became from a curiosity to a real world tool that we needed. It came out of just a hype to like a tool this year, right? So AI crossed that line this year, and I think it's gonna go gangbusters next year, right? So it stopped being something people talked about and became something people really used, right? So when used correctly, which is kind of like how I use it here in the studio, it saved time, it improved workflow, and helped small business compete. And that's my argument was throughout my AI episodes here and there, is that there's a lot of talks about it being, Armageddon, and I'm saying that's it's not AI. The problem is the people who are going to use it for nefarious reasons. People think that if something is dangerous, it shouldn't be created. I don't necessarily have that thought process, because if the knowledge is not supposed to be known, it shouldn't be out there, right? And I mean, and this is my Christian worldview, because I think that God is still in charge, and nothing's gonna happen unless He allows it to happen. So, and if He allows it to happen, it can't be that bad, right? It can't be bad. I mean, even if it's even catastrophic, He sanctioned it. He said, "Okay, I'm allowing this to happen." So, and that's my take on it. And because of my faith with God, I just think that if He's okay in it, it's all good. It's all gonna work out in the end. So yes, I'm one of the people who's okay with the atomic bomb. Not that I'm okay with it, what it was used for, but the technology and the splitting of the atom, that's knowledge that is okay for us to explore and look into. People using it like how they used it in World War II, I don't sanction that. That's just, yeah. But knowing about atomic and how we can utilize that to gain energy and have nuclear plants and that kind of stuff, that's good. And that's where I'm saying, it's like, I'm not saying that technology can't be used for bad, but it's the people who are going to be determining that, not technology itself. So AI saves time, improve workflow, help small business compete, and help my business compete. I'm a small MSP, right? I can't compete with a lot of these big companies, but then I can have a face online and a brand and a presence because I'm using AI to help me with my marketing and so on and so forth. So I think it's more good than bad, and I think it combined with human beings guiding it, putting in the guardrails in place, I think that helps. Okay, so that's how I feel about AI. Now, ownership and control are making a comeback, and that's going to be a number 5 focus, right? So ownership and control are making a comeback, and we'll talk about that when we talk about my last episode, the right to repair laws and the DIY stuff that I do sometime with the cloud and the nerds and all this other stuff. Like so you have the right to repair laws, which is actually leaning more towards liberty and freedom, and you have DIY options out there. You can run your own server, you can run your own streaming service, you can run your own, you can do all the things right out of the box with your own server. Linux, is an alternative to Windows 11 if you don't want to get rid of your own computer, and local backups, instead of you throwing everything on the cloud, you can have your local backups, and people are beginning to reclaim control over their own tech, which is very good to me. I like that. I love that shift back to what supposed to be, because it's your tech, and that's how I run my business. That's how I run my household. My tech is my tech, and I have a lot of tech here, and that's how I do it. It's all mine, right? And I can repair it, and I don't have to ask anybody any questions. And I don't really like the bureaucracy of things. I think people should be free to do whatever, and that's, if I'm gonna get in trouble with anything, is because I'm just not into the bureaucracy. I think I should do what I want, when I want, how I want, and whatever the consequences of that, I'll deal with that. Not in a bureaucracy kind of way where somebody have to ask permission to do something. that I'm not negotiating with you with. But if I step on somebody else's freedom, then you can come down on me and say, hey, what are you doing? Because you're crossing into somebody's territory, into somebody's property, into somebody's freedoms. That's an issue. But if I'm in my lane and I'm doing my thing on my property, on my stuff, it shouldn't be a problem, right? Nobody should be saying anything to me. Mind your business, right? That's my attitude. So the ownership and control that the market is kind of advocating right now, I am very pro that. So the right to repair and DIY servers and Linux and that kind of stuff, I love it. So I just wanted to point that out too, that we do notice it. So what comes next? So this is the part of the episode where I'm supposed to do the prediction, but I'm not going to be doing the prediction, but I can look at patterns and make educated guesses, right? So looking ahead, here's what I expect to matter next year, right? So more automation, but also more demand for human oversight. So even though I am pro AI, I welcome the dissenters, because the dissenters are the guardrails. They're the ones that's going to say, yeah, but, which we need. This is a very powerful tool. This is a very dangerous tool if used wrong. So these guys are going to be the ones that's going to make sure that it doesn't get used wrong, right? The best they can. And again, it's going to be, I'm not naive, all right? I just think it's more good than bad. And I think having that debate and having that open discussion and having that pushback is also good. So don't think I'm just rah AI and everybody else poo. No, I'm welcoming the debate. I'm welcoming the guardrail, because you guys are just as important. You guys are sounding the alarm about jobs being lost and so on and so forth. Even though I think it's an emotional argument you're making and you're appealing to emotions, I still think that still raises the question that, well, should we have guardrails on this? And I think that's good. So long as you don't, again, and I'm here to push back on you if you are like too restrictive and not allowing AI to grow and innovate, I am gonna say, hey, back the hell up. But as far as like putting in guardrails to make sure that it's not another, Nagasaki, of course, right? I'm all for it. So that's definitely good. So AI integration, not a replacement, is what we need to advocate for, right? So also, I think it's going to happen next year is a hybrid environment, more cloud plus local plus flexibility. I think given the fact that we did so much stuff with right to work and there's so many people getting involved, there's so many people buying NAS now. Like NAS is actually selling, right? And I think people are going to more get into it more. People are asking me about that at my work. Like, hey, what's this? And I have to explain to them what a NAS is. And that's good. I think that's a good thing, right? Smarter security, more than just a tool. So I think we're going to lean into security more, maybe in the cameras too, particularly with all the shootings and stuff. And I think people are going to start to really try to get surveillance in their homes and on their business more. And they're not going to just like put it up and just not work. I think they're going to put up real stable security system and really learn how to access it and really learn how to tap it into the security forces like the cops or whatever, and really do their due diligence now. Because normally before, people just have a camera because they're supposed to have a camera and they don't really think about it too much. And I've had customers that are way over the top of it too. So there's extremes on both ends. And sometimes I think people have camera and it's not really prosumer cameras, it's like cheap camera, but they wanted to do prosumer stuff, and I had to tell them, no, your camera really can't do that. And also, since I'm on the topic of cameras, I've always told my customers is that, listen, it's not gonna stop crime, it's a deterrent for crime. So what a deterrent is that if the guy's looking to rob you, right, and he has two options, your house and another person's house, but your house has a camera and the other person doesn't, he's gonna go to the other person's house because that's better for him to not get caught than to come to your house. So that's what it is. All it is the deterrent. It's not gonna stop the crime. The person really want to come after you, he's gonna still come after you. I mean, and we've seen it. People still do things and there's cameras everywhere, and now we're catching criminals with cameras. Again, not to talk about news going on in Brown. last week with the guy going into the college and shooting up the place, right? And then shooting the professor. The camera is what caught him. Camera, they tracked the cameras, and then they were talking about his mannerisms and how he walked back and forth. Like, you don't even know. Cameras are not just to, people think that, oh, if the face isn't clear. It's not just the face that they're looking at. I know I'm going off topic still, but when they look at somebody on a camera, what the camera catches, not just the face, although there are cameras that do that. If you want to know, Eufy is a pretty good one, and I'm kind of leaning into also to Unify. Unify has a really good camera system. Just recommendation. Okay, so yes, they're not just looking for the person's face. Even though the AI, and if the camera is a really good camera on it, and it's like 4K, yeah, it'll pick up the person's face. Wonderful. And then you have AI that can read the face and compare it to other faces, and I get all that, but there also so cheap camera still works, because what happens is that it'll capture the person's mannerism, how the person walk, how the person posture himself, where his arms are when he walks. That's a defining feature. Do you think it's only a fingerprint that can fingerprint you? No, it's your whole demeanor. It's how you carry yourself. It's how you carry your weight. It's how you walk. It's how you carry so you walk and swing your arms. All that's are defining features of you as an individual, unique to you. So the camera just does only capture face, and people need to understand this. So cameras are going to be a big thing this next year, I think. I'm gonna have to probably get ready to get busy. All right, so smarter home securities, maybe keyless entry, that kind of stuff. People are gonna be, and you guys can upsell if you're MSP, you can upsell these things, because people are gonna be kind of concerned about security, and you can upsell them. No, don't get crazy, but you can upsell keyless entry, so they don't lose. People losing keys. If you ever think of a biometric entry as opposed to keys, that's something you think about. I'm thinking about doing that with my house, because I got 4 kids, three teenagers, and they're getting on my nerves. And I'm thinking maybe I should do some kind of biometric thing. They don't need the keys. They just come home, put a hand on the door, and they come in. And this is out there, it's available, and you can get it. Now, another thing I'm thinking is gonna happen next year is also the intentional tech decision, right? So intentional, buying things intentionally. I think we're gonna pull back from the novelty buying a little bit, and we're gonna start to do things intentionally, like we just did last year with the hardware, right? We're not gonna just go to Windows 7, Wi-Fi 7, because willy-nilly we're gonna go to Wi-Fi 7 strategically, right? We're gonna get hardware upgrade strategically. We're gonna be really thinking about it. Do we need a GPU or not, right? Because again, GPUs are hard to get because of the whole AI thing, and so decisions are gonna be made after really careful thought, which I think is good. Also, business and individuals who do the best won't have to worry about things crashing and following trends, and they'll be able to build resilient systems, in my opinion. So, what we just did, we just kind of walked through everything that I thought. We looked at the year, we looked at kind of like a year in review about the topics that I talk about, and kind of give you a synopsis or a summary of these topics. And you can go back to my catalog and you can see where I talk about these things individualistically, and I kind of do a deep dive into each topic. But this is kind of like a summary of what we did over the year, right? And the takeaway is, as we move into next year, review your backups, okay? Audit your security. Replace aging hardware before it. Use AI thoughtfully, and choose control over convenience. And I chose these way of talking about it because it kind of brings it home into what I'm saying. It's like, we are responsible for what we do, right? So we don't want to pay ransomware. And the way I taught you guys how to avoid that, if you have a reliable backup system, if it happens to you, you know what to do. Audit your security. Make sure that and get an MSP to come in and audit it if you don't know how to do it, right? Work with your MSP. That's your partner, right? And he's going to help you to secure your network, right? I do that for other clients. You're not in my area, of course. You can call your local MSP, and they can do that for you, right? Replace aging hardware. Things start to show signs. If you hear a hard drive making noises, replace them. Call your MSP guy, point it out. Use AI. Don't be afraid of it, but use it thoughtfully, right? And choose control, not convenience. Choose control, right? And I think that make a world a better place, in my opinion. I think so. It's a lot of things to look forward to next year. And for us here at Alex Custom Tech, we're gonna try to do this again next year, God willing. And I do enjoy doing the podcast, even though I know it's a little dry and it's just a lot of information coming at you, and I'm not the most charismatic or animated person in the world, but I'm gonna come to you as I am, and I mean, it is what it is. And maybe you want someone to, maybe some people are not gonna listen to this because it's not entertaining, and I get it, but the information that I'm giving you is valid, and that's kind of where I'm focusing on. That's where I'm kind of like, I'm saying, well, let me just do this. I'm doing this for, like I said, I'm doing this for two reasons. I love it, and at the same time, I need to build my brand, at least Custom Tech. So that's what I'm doing, right? I am, like I said, you listen to my podcast anytime, you know that I'm an introvert, so this is definitely out of my wheelhouse and out of my comfort zone, right? So, but I'm getting comfortable with it, right? Because I've been doing this for a year now, pretty religiously, and I'm getting more comfortable with it. But at the same time, it's not entertaining. It's not going to be entertaining because I'm not an entertaining person, especially if I don't know you. So what I'm offering you is just real information that you can use and make your tech life better, right? And I do have an MSP company, Alex Custom Tech, and if you do want help with this stuff, you can reach out to me at info@alexcustomtech.com, or you can call or check on my website. On my website we have the blogs and other videos, these podcasts, and recommendation of tech you can actually purchase. I'm going to be doing a little bit more, and I'll keep you guys posted as other things I'm going to be adding next year to help with this whole process, right? But again, the main goal for me is the brand and customer service. I would love to be able to get some more clients so I can focus on this more tech, first tech for myself more than my day job. So that's really the goal. And if you guys can help me do that, that'd be wonderful. So I'm going to try to make it easier to you to get a hold of me. So info@Alex Custom Tech, of course, and if you and check out the website. I'm going to be putting some forms on there or whatever. I'm going to make the process to get a hold of me easier than it has been for the last year. So I'm aware that I was kind of booked out, but I'll make the process a little bit easier. That's my goal for next year. So you know, who was with me for the whole year, appreciate it. Who listened here and there, also appreciate whatever you did, because I do have the views and the downloads, so I know that people out there listening to me. So takeaway is, we talked about the stuff last year, which is previous year, and we covered some really heavy topics, right? And at the end of the day, it's all responsibility, and you have that responsibility, right? And you have the goal, you have the power to do what you need to do, right? So going next year, we're gonna be responsible still. We're gonna listen to and have a good tech hygiene, right? And until next time, stay informed, stay prepared, and keep acting on tech.
Hey there, Jersey and Eastern PA businesses. Ready to take your IT game to the next level? Get excited because Alex Custom Tech is coming your way. We're your go-to for IT support, bringing integrity and trust to every service. From network upgrades to virtualization and even relocating your IT setup, we've got you covered. Stay tuned as we put the finishing touches on our new site. Alex Custom Tech, helping your business thrive with top-notch IT support right in your backyard.
Welcome to Alex Custom Tech, your trusted partner for computer service and repair since 2010. We provide professional consulting services to clients throughout New Jersey and Pennsylvania, offering everything from computer repair to network design and installation. Our focus is on building efficient, results-driven professional relationships with our clients. We work with you to create customized solutions that fit your specific needs, whether you're an individual or an organization. Our comprehensive IT consulting services are designed to make your technology work more effectively for you. We provide solutions that meet your business's performance and utilization demands, because we understand that when your technology doesn't work, neither do you. We specialize in network design and implementation, taking the pain out of network creation, maintenance, and repair. Our team understands that even minimal downtime can impact your productivity and revenue. That's why we offer 24/7 proactive monitoring and maintenance to strategically optimize and protect your infrastructure. For residential and business clients, we provide affordable and reliable computer repair services, available both on-site and at our location. Our commitment to quality is reflected in our satisfied customers' experiences. We service New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Alex Custom Tech is ready to serve your IT needs. Contact us today at 855-668-6315 or email info@alexcustomtech.com to discover how Alex Custom Tech can help optimize your technology solutions.